Hello, and welcome here to Dover Motor Speedway. The Rogue Racing League about to take on the track Too Tough to Tame here tonight. A great load of trucks out here tonight. We got a stacked field. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of good guys coming out tonight to play here with the Rogue Racing League. It looks like 25 drivers currently out in the session, so it's going to be a great one here tonight. Race number 2 here in Season 5, so definitely going to be a good one. Looking back, last week's winner, Race 1 at Chicagoland, Tyler Daniels, that number 45, coming home out on top. So big shout-outs to him. A car we're going to have to watch carefully here tonight for sure. But look at our race info here tonight. Our starting information: Dover Motor Speedway, season number 5, race 2, here for the Rogue Racing League. Live on Push the Edge Productions. We're live tonight here on our Facebook, over on YouTube, as well as on TikTok here tonight. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I see Keegan Kelly out there in the TikTok. We got Wes, Emma out there in the YouTube. Appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. Inspired iRacing League, Scooter Perfetio, Teresa, Dude 334 over there on YouTube as well. Appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. But let's take a look. The mile racetrack here at Dover Motor Speedway, Dover, Delaware. 1.02 miles to be exact. 39 feet of elevation. 35 mile an hour pit speed road limit. Clear track conditions out there tonight. 66 degrees out there in the air. What a beautiful day out here in Dover, Delaware. 80 degrees on the track. 15 mile an hour wind. A little bit windy here tonight. West-southwest for that wind direction. Fixed setups here for the Rogue Racing League. 2 additional sets of tires down there on pit road. Drivers not going to have a fast repair tonight. They are going to have to take care of those trucks here tonight. NASCAR Truck Series cars, what we're going to be driving. I see FBI van out there stopping by the TikTok. Appreciate you, boss. Very much appreciate it. 90% fuel load as well. Drivers starting off a little bit less gas. Going to have to make some pit stops here tonight. Dover Motor Speedway. Of course, Greg Thilesen up in the booth here for Push the Edge Productions. Hope you guys have a great time here with us tonight. Sunday night here with the Rogue Racing League. Going to be a fun one here for sure. I'm going to tell you what. Let's take a look here at our season standings before we get too far forward here. About 5 minutes left in practice here. Tyler Daniels, last week's winner. See Tristan Bailey, Jason Berg with podiums last week. Joshua Dunn, Nicholas Trudeau up in our top 5. Elijah Fisher, Christian Austin, Peter Stewart, Corey Stewart, Dylan Passetti, Paul Watson, Richard Culbertson, Steve Bocock, John Spizak, Zach DeMars, Zachary Oots, Christopher Thomas, Ty Wilson, Hunter Mitchell, and Matthew Scott, our top 20 heading into Dover here, race number 2 of season number 5 here with the Rogue Racing League. So, a little talk about drinks, beverages going on out in the YouTube chat. My favorite drink, what I got right here in front of me, some Milo's tea, extra sweet tea. I got to keep that on stock. We even made it an emoji and a sticker over on the Pushed Edge Productions Discord. So you guys see that emoji floating around? That's where it's coming from. And I would appreciate if you stop by over there, become a fan over on our Discord. Much appreciated. Stop down there, hit that like button whether you're on YouTube. Subscribe to us over there on YouTube. Make sure you go follow us on Facebook. Check out our Instagram. Follow us over there as well. TikTok, please go follow us. Guys, we got some great shorts coming out on all platforms. Really putting some time into making these races look good. But let's take a look here how practice is sitting right now. Let's take a look. It's like 24 drivers out on the racetrack. Tristan Bailey up on top of the board. Tyler Daniels, Nicholas Trudeau, Christian Alston, and Elijah Fisher in the top 5. Got Chris Thomas Jr., Tyler Burden, Joshua Dunn, Kason Howe, Paul Watson, your top 10. Corey Stewart, Chuck Sweeting, Steve Bocock, John Spizak, Richard Culbertson, Ty Wilson, Hunter Mitchell, Scooter Perfetio, Devin Clark, Dylan Passetti in the top 20. Zachary Oots, Wesley Altman, Zach DeMars, and James Burns. 24 drivers out on the track. It looks like Matthew Scott out there, that 19 machine, not yet to put a lap down here tonight. Not quite yet to put a lap down out here in practice. The Monster Mile, the track too tough to tame. Excuse me. Not the track too tough to tame. That's Darlington. This is Dover. Miles out here. The Monster Mile. Totally messed that one up. That's okay. That's okay. But we see Teresa out there, Emma out there in chat, Wes getting pretty active out there in the chat. Appreciate you guys out here. Thank you for being here. The Inspired iRacing League out there as well. Appreciate you guys stopping by out there in the TikTok as well. I see a few people stopping by. Take a look at some action out here on the racetrack. What these drivers looking like with about a minute and a half left here in practice. Here's Kason Howe, that HendricksCars.com number 13 machine, battling with Tyler Daniels. They're that 45 Bright Flame Counseling hot rod here tonight. Take a look. We got Tyler Burden out here in that 06 machine. Ty Wilson in that 20 Home Depot hot rod out here. Oh, Ty coming around there a little bit. Zach DeMars in that 35 machine. Oh, making contact there with that wall. Ouch. Zachary Oots in that 24. Want to apologize. Unfortunately, mispronouncing his name. But got it now. Zachary Oots. I do apologize. The 84-hour preseason Rogue Shootout winner here. Corey Stewart in that 84 machine. And we got that 45 Tyler Daniels out there as well. Not too many drivers getting some laps. The 00 here, Joshua Dunn. And I don't know if we checked out that 57 there. Chris Thomas Jr., that HendrickCars.com hot rod there as well. But we're going to go roll over here into qualifying. We're going to go side by side when we return qualifying here from Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway. Push Edge Productions, Greg Thilesen, up in the booth, bringing you the Rogue Racing League. Here, season number 5, race number 2 here with the NASCAR trucks. We will be right back. Found our way back here to Dover, Delaware. Out on the track right now, Zach DeMars in that 35 machine. Currently starting to get his laps underway here. Take a look onto that scoreboard, the 84 there, Corey Stewart. New quick time provisional pole up on the top of the board now in that 84 machine. That 69 there, Richard Culbertson jumping up to second. The 35 Zach DeMars to fourth. Bocock to fifth. Hunter Mitchell back to sixth. Oh, new quick time 06 Tyler Burden. New quick time out there on the racetrack. Altman back to 7th. There in that Zen number 95 machine. Chris Thomas up to 7th. That HendrickCars.com hot rod. Like the only car out there on the racetrack right now. Oh, we got the 21. Jason Berg out to the racetrack. That Toyota Tundra number 21. 26 drivers here tonight. We got a stacked field of drivers. I'm going to tell you what, a good turnout here for Dover. Kelly Howe out there in the chat. Let's go number 13. Love to see it. Emma cheering on Wes out there. Let's go Fisher there from Teresa. Appreciate you guys stopping by here tonight. We're watching Jason Berg get some laps there. Christian Austin here pulling out to the racetrack. They're the number 15 machine. Another HendrickCars.com hot rod out here. The 8 there, Devin Clark, a Budweiser Bass Pro Shops hot rod. Looks like a Ford F-150 here tonight for him. Kason Howe, the 13 truck, another HendrickCars.com. A lot of HendrickCars.com trucks here in the field tonight. I'll tell you what, looks like Christian up to second. Jason Berg to the top of the board there in the 21. That's a new quick time there. Didn't catch that there when we were watching them. See the 9 here, Tristan Bailey, making his way out to the racetrack as well. Looks about 10 drivers. 11 now up on the board, up to 8th. There for Ty Wilson, the number 20 machine. Christian Austin, that 15. Another HendrickCars.com machine up to second right now. Wilson up to 5th. Looks like Christian done with that run. I think we're on the second lap here for Ty. Oh, no, he is done. He shut it down. Kason Howe coming on his last fast lap here in 9th right now. See what he comes across on the line. Up to 4th there for him. Oh, Tristan Bailey, the 9 truck up to 2nd. That machine up on top of the board to the 5th spot. Kason Howe. Great job there by him. Oh, Spizak, John Spizak, the 54, up to 8th spot here as well. It's like Zachary Oots, the 24, making his way out to the racetrack here. Currently sitting back in 16th. See what that lap gets him. Staying there 16th right now. Jump over Dylan Passetti. Starting his qualifying run here in that number 44 machine. Paul Watson in the 77 that ride the Dente. Number 77 out for his qualifying there as well. Looked like Oots staying there in 16th. Not sure that he was able to do any better there. Passetti, his first lap here. See where he jumps up to. Not sure, did it not count? That might have been his warm-up lap. Well, Watson up to 18th there in the 77. Coming for his second lap. He jumps up to 14th there. Nicholas Trudeau, the 89, that Mountain Dew machine up to 6th. Good job there by him. Passetti, not sure. Is he still out there? Maybe he did not get a lap in there. Quite a few drivers still with a lap left to go. See that 00, that Penske Joshua Dunn Ram pulling out onto the racetrack here. Got 18 drivers qualified in here so far. Dunn out for his first qualifying lap here. This is the first time lap. Let's go ahead, jump on board, watch his telemetry here. Riding on board with that 00 Joshua Dunn. That Penske machine off of turn 4 here. Where does he fall on his first lap? Up to 7th. Up to 7th there, 22. 756. Big wiggle there, loose. Off of turn number 2 there. Cross the stripe, second time by there. Up to 4th. Great top 5 qualifying run there by that 00. Jason Berg in the 21. Still up on top of the board. Tristan Bailey in the 9. The 15 of Christian Austin. Joshua Dunn and then Tyler Burden. They're your top 5. Kason Howe, Nicholas Trudeau, Corey Stewart, Ty Wilson, John Spizak, your top 10. Richard Culbertson, Zach DeMara, Steve Bocock, Hunter Mitchell, Paul Watson, Chris Thomas Jr., Devin Clark, Wesley Altman, and Zachary Oots. Watch that 45 here. Tyler Daniels making his way out onto the racetrack. I also see another driver out there as well. Here's that Bright Flame Counseling. Daniels Motorsports, number 45. Tyler Daniels, last week's winner here at Chicagoland for Rogue Racing League. Jump over that number 11, Elijah Fisher here. Looks like it did not load his paint here in trading paint. So let's see. Reload the paints. I think he was a little bit of a late entry. So maybe the paint's just not loading up here because that, don't believe that's his paint. Find out. Gonna watch it go gray here. Tyler up to 15th there on his first lap. Elijah up to 13th. Where does his second lap go? Up to 5th there in that number 11. See if his paint loads here. Not gonna load for me. That's all right. 45 up to 3rd. Tyler Daniels, last week's winner, jumping up to 3rd there on his second lap of qualifying. Looking like qualifying coming to a close here. Gonna run to one more quick side-by-side ads. We're gonna be right back here with the starting grid. Dover, we got 129 laps here tonight. Stick around. We will be right back. Hello, and welcome to Dover Motor Speedway, the Rogue Racing League, about to fire off here. Let's go ahead, take a look at our starting grid here tonight. Jason Berg able to secure that pole out here in the 21. The 9, Tristan Bailey, to his outside, row number 1. Here, row 2, Tyler Daniels, Christian Austin. Good job there by both of those drivers. Row number 3, we got Joshua Dunn, Elijah Fisher. That Penske truck, FedEx side by side there. Tyler Burden, Kaysen Howe. Here, row number 4. Nicholas Trudeau, Corey Stewart. Going to be rounding out the top 10 here, row number 5. Here in row 6, Ty Wilson, John Spizak. Starting off row number 7, Richard Culbertson, Zach DeMars. Few good looking trucks out there here tonight. Steve Bocock, Hunter Mitchell, row number 8 here. And here row 9, Paul Watson, Chris Thomas Jr. Devin Clark and Wesley Altman rounding out our top 20, row 10 here at Dover. Zachary Oots and Chris Sweeting, row number 11. Here in row 12, Dylan Passetti, Scooter Perfettio, there in that pushy edge Sim Sports Hot Rod, that number 18 machine. Matthew Scott, James Burns, here in row number 13, rounding out the field here at Dover. But we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing, or go green racing here tonight. Off of turn number 4, green flag is out. We are racing here at Dover, the Rogue Racing League, underway here tonight. The first 3 drivers really quickly able to work that single file. We see a little bit of action here, middle of the field, side by side, battling to get that position here. A lot of side by side happening all over that racetrack. Almost 3 wide there. Somebody up in the wall. No yellow. Oh, yellow flag does come out there. Yellow flag comes out. Paul Watson, Hunter Mitchell might be involved here on this one. First caution flag of the night. Let's take a look. Paul Watson there in the 77 through the middle. Oh boy, what a blinding light. Oh, getting into the 12 there as they're trying to slow down for that car out on the outside wall. That's Steve Bocock there in the 12. Oh no, the 16, Hunter Mitchell. Devin Clark there in the 8. Involved in that one. Steve Bocock kind of along for the ride as well as that 77 there of Paul Watson. Let's take a look back here one more time. Take a look. I think that's Chris Thomas. Oh, that 57, yes, out in that outside wall hard there on that one as well. Ouch. Then who was that banging the wall there? Just a ways back. Let's take it back here. Pretty sure. Okay, so that being Tyler Burden here in the 06. See if we can find what happened here. Oh, just a little loose in the 06 for Tyler Burden. Loses it all on his own. Out there on the outside, kind of stacks everybody up. brings out our caution flag number 1 here tonight. Interesting. Well, caution flag number 1 out here tonight for the Rogue Racing League. Tell you what, quite a bit of action happening here real early. Here at the Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway, we see the field back under pacing here once again. Just kicked it off, but fortunately, yellow flag gonna put that to a halt real quick. And I appreciate you guys all being out here. 32 viewers, Teresa said. Thank you all 32 of you out there on YouTube stopping by. I appreciate you very, very much. See 61 Kenny D out there rooting on Josh. Deanna Stewart, number 84, go babe. Inspired iRacing League with my Milos, definitely got that out here tonight. But look at that, the field already double file, lights out on the pace car. We're gonna get back racing here real quick. Tell you what, Dover not a long racetrack, so kick this thing back off super quickly. Tell you what. Take a look out back, that number 45 there, Tyler Daniels. Looking back at the field, look at just how many trucks we got here tonight out at Dover. Great field here tonight. Tell you what. Getting ready to go back green flag racing though. Lights out on the pace car. Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels, 2 past champions. Both out front, gonna lead us back to this green flag here. Pace car down into pit lane. Looking off of turn number 4. The 21 gonna be in control. Out in front, green flag. Back out in the air here at Dover. The field double file. Almost all the way back. Working side by side. It looks like the top 6, maybe the top 7. They're all single file. Little bit of double file still happening back here in the field. Like Nicholas Trudeau. That 89, that Mountain Dew machine up on that high side. Everybody else, it looks to be all single file back out for the most part. Take a look. Where's our closest battles? That is that Trudeau Culbertson battle here. The 69 just behind this 89 here right now. Great job battling. Oh, Ty Wilson in the 20 down to the bottom of the racetrack up on the front stretch. Berg out in front still in that 21. Tyler Daniels up in second. Tristan Bailey, Christian Austin, Joshua Dunn, your top 5. But Dunn right now locked almost into battle mode behind him. Elijah Fisher. Oh no! Kason Howe almost getting into it there. Oh no. Actually, that was the 12 there. That was Steve Bocock, a lap down car. Oh no! Caution flag. Back out once again. That was the 12 there of Steve Bocock, I believe. Very unfortunate there for him. Ouch. Let's take a look back here at that. Bocock here in the 12. Oh, he gets turned there by the 84, Corey Stewart. Oh, no, down that back straightaway. No other drivers luckily getting involved here. Let's take a look from a different angle here. Let's take a look from one more view. Looked like he was a lap down car. Maybe he was going to try to let him go on the top and the bottom, but that 84, Corey Stewart, running out of space for sure. One more view here from it. Oh, it looks like Corey kind of coming down the racetrack just a little bit more from that view. A little easier to tell, but yeah. Steve Bocock in the 12. Definitely not the beneficiary there of that incident. Let's take a look here. Second caution flag here. 11 laps completed. That first one there for a few laps on our 5th caution flag lap. So far, that 21 of Berg still out in front. This 12 here of Bocock, unfortunately, bringing out that most recent caution flag. But I saw it out in the chat. Let's go ahead. We're going to go and grab that Milo's extra sweet tea we got sitting here. Let's take a break, jump side by side. We will be right back. Back here at the Dover Motor Speedway Rogue Racing League, season number 5, race number 2 here. Jason Berg, Tyler Daniels out in front. Looking like a good race here. The field back double file. Look at our top 10. Tristan Bailey also up there. Christian Alston, Joshua Dunn, Kaysen Howe, Nicholas Trudeau, Paul Watson, Richard Culbertson, Zach DeMars, all up there in the top 10 as well. So all these drivers with a real good shot at it. But Jason Berg, that 21, currently our race leader, Tyler Daniels, that 45 to his outside here on this restart, leading us back. Green flag racing here. The field make their way through 3 and 4. The pace car down there in the pit lane. Take a look from the view out in the stands. Out here with the fans as we go back green this time. Green flag back out in the air here at Dover Motor Speedway. The Rogue Racing League back underway. Green flag racing. Look at that. The field really spread out. Real good look here from that view. I'll tell you what. Down that back straightaway. A lot of them able to work it back single file already. We see almost 3 wide back there in the back. That was a little crazy. Still battling side by side back here for a position. Quite a bit of battling. This is back here for about 20th right now. John Spizak currently up in 19th. But out in front, we see a battle for second. Tristan Bailey in the 9. Taking a look down to that bottom side. He's trying to find his way around that 45 of Tyler Daniels. That Bright Flame Counseling number 45 on the outside, trying to hold the momentum, but it looked like that 9, Tristan Bailey, able to clear himself almost there out of 2, back side by side, here through 3 and 4. Oh, finally able to make himself clear here. Great job by the 9. Trying to make something of it. The 15 there of Christian Alston looking for a position. Back here, we got the 89 with Nicholas Trudeau. He's looking to try to get a spot here on that 77 there, Paul Watson. Jump around just a little bit. Field really doing a great job right now. Let's take a look back at this race recap. Back green flag racing, lap number 17 here. Those 2 caution flags. Berg able to hold on to that lead here so far. Doing a great job out in front there in that 21. Taking a look, let's look at this week we got ahead here in racing on Push to Edge Productions. You're not going to want to miss it tomorrow, Monday night, the same time, all week long. That same time is going to be 7:45 CST, 8:45 EST PM. Same time starting every single night that we go live here right now. But tomorrow, Monday, we go to the Inspired Racing League and their Cup Series. Gonna be a lot of fun there. Tuesday, we head over to the Hot Fuel Racing, the Short Track League. That one's gonna be fun. And then Wednesday to the Platinum Truck Series, again with the Inspired Racing League. Not going to want to miss it. A week full of racing back on Saturday with the Thunder Series, or excuse me, Thunder Series not going to be running here this week on Saturday. Oh, no, yellow flag. A yellow flag is out. It looks like the 44 there of Passetti gonna be involved here in this one. Dylan Passetti bringing out the yellow, it looks like. Let's take a look and see quite what happened. Oh no, looked like he was already a little bit loose. Ty Wilson there on his outside. Oh no, Ty gets by, but Spizak there in the 54. Fortunately, he makes his way across that 54's nose there. Let's take a look here one more time. See that Ty Wilson machine right there in play on the outside, that 18, or 20, excuse me. Just makes his way by. Then John Spizak here making some contact there with Dylan Passetti. Like Dylan, definitely the one worse off on that one. Let's see, nobody else involved here, I hope. Looks like Chuck Sweeting there in the 75. Able to make his way by. One more look, one more view here. Kind of working hard down there on the bottom. Worked up the racetrack just across John's nose there, unfortunately. Very unfortunate here. Caution flag out once again. Drivers making their way down pit road here. Few drivers making their way down pit road. Elijah Fisher there in the 11. Scooter Perfettio, the 18. The 75, Chuck Sweeting. The 20, there Ty Wilson. Zach Damaris, Dylan Passetti. All coming down to pit road to get some work done to those hot rods. Let's take a look here where our championship top 5 currently sitting here in the race. Last week's winner there at Chicagoland, Tyler Daniels, the number 45, currently up in second spot. Great job there by him. Last week's second place finisher there at Chicagoland. Well, guess what? He finished there. He's up in the top spot. So he's doing well there in the 9, Tristan Bailey. Jason Berg, unfortunately, back in 21st, though. Little bit of bad fortune here early. Joshua Dunn there, the 00. He's up in the top 10, up in 7th right now. And Nicholas Trudeau looks like he moves up to the 5th position. Great top 5 spot for that top 5 driver in the points. Tell you what, you see the field back double file. Also, the lights out on the pace car. We're going back racing next time by. Taking a look here. The Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway. Again, not very much elevation. 39 feet of elevation here. 35-mile-an-hour pit speed. Road limit. Remember, these drivers do not have any fast repairs here tonight. Sure do not. 2 additional sets of tires, though, down on pit road. Of course, driving the NASCAR trucks. And 90% fuel load there in the cars. Let's check the weather while we got it. 78 track temp, 66 out in the air, 16 miles an hour wind, no 13 mile an hour wind to the west. But a green flag back out in the air. We are back racing once again out in front. Tristan Bailey able to take control of the race lead. Tyler Daniels back in second right now in that number 45 machine. The battle back for about 4th spot. Right now, the 13, Kason Howe almost comes around. What a great save there by that HendrickCars.com number 13. Definitely going to lose a few spots there, but a really good job keeping that 13 pointed straight. Wow, that really got hairy quick. Taking a look back out front. Look at that. Tristan Bailey in the 9. Starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Up to Tyler Daniels. Almost a half second back to that number 45 right now. down that back straightaway. What a great view out here. That number 9, the TJ's team, Tristan Bailey machine. Definitely these drivers having some fun out here tonight. Dover, one of those tracks, you hate it or love it. And I don't think there's much in between here from most of the drivers. Gonna assume not. Let's go ahead, jump on board. Elijah Fisher here. That number 11 machine. Looking ahead, that 69, Richard Culbertson. Just out ahead. That's that top 10 spot there. Held by that 69. Riding on board with that FedEx number 11. About 155. Corner exit off of 2. 167 as our top speed. There, entering turn number 3. Great look at that telemetry. 150, 160, 163, 165. There as a top speed. Entering turn number 1. So we ride along board here with Elijah Fisher. That FedEx number 11. What a great race these drivers having out here tonight. I'm going to tell you what. Let's find our closest battle out here. It looks like Culbertson there and Stewart. One of the closest battles out on the racetrack. Appreciate you guys all being here with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much here with Push Edge Productions, bringing you the Rogue Racing League. We are live over here on YouTube. We're live on TikTok and our Facebook as well. I appreciate you if you're stopping by, checking us out. I saw Trent Green over there in the TikTok stopping by as well. Doing a bang-up job there the other night, that Push Ed Sim Sports Hot Rod over there in the Inspired Racing League. But alright, I see it getting called for out in the chat. Emma wants to see it, so let's go ahead and give it to her. Let's hear the sights and the sounds of the Rogue Racing League. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Thank you guys. Checking out a little bit of a cranking up the sights and the sounds here with the Rogue Racing League. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a top 10 rundown here for you guys right now. Tristan Bailey, that number 9 truck, still out in front. That Chevrolet Silverado currently holding the top 5 positions. So those bow ties doing pretty good out here tonight. Started back in second. That 9 truck looking good. He's up a spot here tonight. Tyler Daniels also up a spot as well. Started back in third. He's up to second. That Bright Flame Counseling number 45 machine doing pretty well for himself. Jumping a little farther back to third. The 15 here of Christian Alston also up a spot, starting back in fourth. Doing a great job out here tonight. Few drivers getting in that wall off of 4. We caught that. The 89, Nicholas Trudeau, that Mountain Dew sponsored machine this week with the Canes on that rear side of that 89. He's doing pretty well, up 5 spots. He started back in 9th on his way on the charge forward. But rounding out the top 10, we saw Paul Watson there in the 77. Big contact there with 4 again for that machine. Very unfortunate for him. The 00, Joshua Dunn, that Penske machine, he's up in the top 5. He's having a good run as well. Jumping back to 6. He's up 11 spots, started back in 17th. Paul Watson having a good night. Saw he just made some contact there. That wall off of 4, but having a good night out here in the Ride the Dente number 77. Case and Howe, the 13 machine, another HendrickCars.com hot rod. He's up in the top 10, currently sitting up in 7th. Up 12 spots, Wesley Ottman. There in that 95, the Zinn sponsored hot rod. He's doing pretty well for himself as well. Back to 9th there, Richard Culbertson in that 69, able to take the spot away. Looks like he's on a charge up to 7th for him as well there in the 69, able to move down to the bottom of the 13 right now. That battle really starting to take play here. Elijah Fisher, that last driver, up in the top 10 as we give our top 10 rundown. That number 11, Elijah Fisher, that FedEx hot rod, up in 9th. Mixing it up. Wesley back to 10th now. Not to be forgotten, back in 11th, back in this group, side by side now. There with Corey Stewart, that 84 on the high side. Wesley, oh no! Stewart comes around Paul Watson as well. Wesley Ottman was right there for that one. I'll tell you what. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look back. Caution flag. Back out on the racetrack. We were kind of watching that. Saw Paul Watson look like the start of it up ahead. Watson kind of getting turned. Looked like 2 separate deals. Elijah Fisher. Watson going across the nose there of Elijah. Let's take a look back. Stewart, a little bit of a separate incident there. The 84 coming across the nose there, I believe, of that 95 of Wesley Ottman. Yes, he does. And then that sends the 84 Corey Stewart hard into that inside wall. I don't think that is going to be repairable, unfortunately. That was a hard hit there. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a look here now. See if we can find him there. Paul Watson. Here in that 77. Oh, squeezed up into the wall. And he kept going up across the nose there of Elijah Fisher. I'm going to get one more look there at that. Oh, boy. What a great job getting that thing back straightened out. Little 360 there for Paul Watson. One more look at that. Whoop. I don't know why it did that. But, oh. Fortunately, nowhere to go for Elijah Fisher there in that FedEx 11. But great job, Paul Watson, getting that thing back under control there. Nobody else coming into play and finding themselves involved. Great job by all those drivers. But let me go ahead. I'm going to jump side by side real quick. I appreciate you guys all here on Push Edge Productions. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys. Teresa out there, Emma, thank you guys. 37ZD stopping out there, Teresa as well. Scott stopping by. I see you out there, buddy. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, jump side by side. We're going to be right back. I'm going to get some of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Stick around. We will be right back with some green flag action, Rogue Racing League, season number 5, race 2 here at Dover Motor Speedway. Greg Thilesen up in the booth for Push Edge Productions. We will return. back here at the Dover Motor Speedway Rogue Racing League. Drivers about to fire it back off. Out in front, Tyler Daniels, Tristan Bailey. Out in front, Christian Alston, Ty Wilson, Kason Howe, Nicholas Trudeau, Joshua Dunn, Scooter Perfetio, Richard Culbertson, Zachary Oots. Leading us back off of for the pace car down pit lane. Green flag. Back out here tonight. We are back racing once again out front, side by side. Those two race leaders, no advantage. Either truck. Tyler Daniels in the 45, a slight advantage. Coming off of turn 2. Able to grab that race lead. Great job there by the 45. Oh no, the 77 there. Paul Watson going a lap down. There on that bottom. All those lead lap cars able to work their way by. Gonna have to have a few more as he filters in. But out front, now Bailey falling back to 4th. There in the 9. Christian Alston in the 15. Now up to that 2nd spot. Kason Howe up to 3rd. Back here. But your new race leader, Tyler Daniels, that number 45 machine, the Bright Flame Counseling Hot Rod, looking good out in front. Tell you what, I did see a car into that inside wall there that last lap. Not sure who that was. Believe that he got it backfired straight. Kept that thing rolling. So, good job there by him. Taking a look. Oh no, yellow flag back out. Looking back there, I was going to say that gap over a half a second back to that 15 of Christian Alston, but yellow flag back out on the racetrack. See, I believe that this is going to have something to do with it. Not sure if it does, but we're going to see if it did. It looked like Zachary Oots off the racetrack. I don't know. I don't think that 24 is going to be the cause of that one. So let's see. I have to jump back out here. Let's take a look. Go back to the yellow here. Looking out ahead. Let's jump through the field. Oh, Wesley Ottman. Oh, no. So let's go ahead. Yellow out. Oh, no. That 95 Wesley Ottman making contact there with the inside wall on that front straightaway. Pretty hard as well. Tell you what. Go ahead, see if this one will look good. Ooh. Big hit there on that inside wall. Hopefully that left front not too damaged there. But caution flag back out. 5th caution flag here for the night. 52 laps complete out of our 129 scheduled laps. And like a pretty good race here tonight so far. 5 cautions for 14 laps, 1 lead change. Drivers all doing a really good job. Dover, the Monster Mile, definitely one track tough to tame. Kind of like Darlington over there. Well, let's take a look. I got a new graphic here. We got the top 5, fastest 5 for a 5-lap average. So we're taking all the drivers and seeing who's fastest on a long run right now. We just got a little bit of a long run. So let's take a look here. Christian Alston, they're looking pretty good up on top of this one. So impressed there, that 15 on top of the board of the best of the fastest 5. Tyler Daniels in 2nd there, just behind him. Kason Howe, Joshua Dunn, and Nicholas Trudeau leading these drivers here in the fastest 5. Then we'll take a look the last 5 laps, fastest laps. Actually, that is not going to work because look at that, Elijah Fisher and James Byrne counting. Because we're under caution, it's not going to count that one. So let's see here who led laps out here tonight so far. Looks to be that number 9 out in front. No longer He's the lap leader, 26 for him. The 21 of Berg led 21 laps. Now Tyler Daniels out in front leading laps in that 45. He's got 6 laps led by him. Our biggest movers right now, James Burns up 18 spots. Scooter Perfetio up 17. Wesley Ottman up 9. Zachary Oots, Richard Culbertson all up a few spots. So I hope you guys liking a little bit of the new graphics here. It's a new graphics pack we got. But a green flag back out here at Dover. We are back racing the Rogue Racing League here on Push Edge Productions. Tyler Daniels, that number 45 machine out in front, leading the field here. Won last week and won last season's championship. There, that number 45. So definitely somebody these drivers gonna have to be worried about here tonight about. Out in front, we see some battles happening here, middle of the track. Scooter Perfetio there in that 18 machine. It looks like number 51 on the truck tonight, but number 18, that Push Edge Sim Sports hot rod. That's one good looking ride. A little tribute there to Kyle Busch on that hot rod here tonight. That number 9, who's led so many laps, he's currently back to 8th right now, battling there with that 20 of Ty Wilson. Ty just behind this 9, Tristan Bailey, all up in the top 10 here. Elijah Fisher, that last driver, they're up in the top 10 right now, behind these two, battling for position right now. Trying to get past that 9 there, Tristan Bailey. The 20, Ty Wilson, able to get that job done there. Looks like the 11 of Elijah Fisher as well. That pole sitter starting on the pole. Falling back the field now. That number 9. Excuse me, I think he started outside front pole. Yeah, started in second, excuse me. Started outside front pole. But that 9 starting to slip back to 9th right now. So, unfortunate there for him. Take a look. Our movers and shakers. Currently down 8. Look at our biggest mover right now. Scooter Perfetio in that number 18 Push Edge Sim Sports hot rod. Started back there in the 24th spot. He's up to 8th right now. Was up in 7th right there, but up 16 spots. Right behind him there in the biggest movers category. James Burns, though, up 15 spots. He started back in 26th. He's up to 11th. So he's having a pretty good night as well. Fortunately, a lot of good trucks out here tonight really early. A lot of those good trucks already off the racetrack. Very tough to see. But take a look at our race recap here real quick. Tyler Daniels out in front, leading the way. Here, that number 45 machine. 5 caution flags for 15 laps. Still only 1 lead change as well. Lap number 62. Just about halfway, coming up real soon. Really starting to tick off those laps. Take a look back from that 45. The gap right now, 0.8 of a second. Back to that number 15. Currently how they sit. Take a look here. That 45 out in front. The 15 just behind them. Losing just under 1/10 of a second. Well, actually 1,000th of a second here a lap. Had 2 good laps there, the last 2. There on 61 and 62. Well, looks like he's starting to gain a little bit again. Back on the rise there, that 15 machine. As we ride on board with that 45 out in front, Tyler Daniels right now. Take a look. Where's our best battles happening now? Wilson versus Fisher. Let's take a look at that battle. Oh yeah, that one's starting to heat up right now. Ty Wilson there in that Home Depot number 20 machine. Doing a good job out here tonight. That Toyota Tundra up in the top 10, up in the 8th spot right now. Started back in 11th. He's making his way up through the field, up 3 spots right now. Once again, thank you so much stopping by here. Push the Edge Productions. We're live here on YouTube, over on TikTok, and on the Facebook here tonight. Make sure you go and hit that like button down here on the stream, on the video. Hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Oh no! Caution flag! Caution flag is back out. We saw a little bit there of the remnants there. Boy, oh boy, let's take a look. Zachary Oots involved here in this one. Oh no. Let's take a look. Find out what happened. That 24 looks to be involved here. Oh no. Scooter Perfetti. No, who was that? Oh, Nicholas Trudeau. That monster Mountain Dew number 89 getting collected here with that 24 machine. Not what you wanted to see there. Wow. Take a look here from a different angle. Looked like that 24 just slowing down there. Got up in that wall, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Moved up the racetrack, but the 89, he was planning there on using that high side and he did not get the memo there, unfortunately. The 24 coming around that 89, finding his way up into the wall there. One more look at it here from another angle. One more time. Watching that 24 there. Zachary Oots, Nicholas Trudeau here in that 29, or the 89, excuse me. Making some contact there. Caution flag back out once again on the racetrack. 6 caution flag here tonight. We see you drivers electing to come down pit road here. But let's go ahead. We're going to jump side by side. I'm going to get some of that Milo's extra sweet tea. I'm definitely going to have to hit up corporate because dang sure they got to sponsor me. I mention them every time because that's all I drink. I promise. That's like the only beverage that I consume. Really is. But stick around. Some more green flag action from Rogue Racing League. The Dover Motor Speedway Season 5. Race number 2 here. Stick around. We will be right back. Back here once again, Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway, Rogue Racing League, season number 5, race number 2 here of the season. Putting on a good show. A lot of good trucks still out here. Putting on a great race, I'll tell you what. Once again, I appreciate you. Thank you so much if you're out here in the live. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Bringing you racing 5 days a week here at Push Edge Productions. 3 days a week over there at Inspired Racing League. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And then Tuesday over there, Hot Fuel Racing, Short Track League. And we're here with Rogue Racing League every Sunday here in season number 5. So you're not going to want to miss it. We have got racing action throughout the week here. But green flag back out in the air one more time. Tyler Daniels. What a great restart there for that number 45 Bright Flame Counseling machine there. Really good start there for that 45. We see a little bit Really great. Side by side, Joshua Dunn and Bailey, that number 9, out to his outside right now. Down that front straightaway. Able to work that battle back single file. Look like the majority of the field now getting back single file, falling back into a groove here, trying to find where their place is and work past one position at a time. Laps really starting to tick away here. Go ahead, do a top 5 rundown. Then if we got a shot, we're going to go and do a little bit, another crank it up before we run out of time. Tyler Daniels, though, that number 45 machine out in front right now. I'll tell you what, he is doing such a good job. Take a look here. 27 laps led so far. So he's got that track position out in front and doing a great job with it. I'll tell you what. Back here in second, we got that 15. That driver, Christian Austin, also doing a good job out here tonight. Started back in fourth, so he's up 2 spots. Having a pretty good night here. Tristan Bailey, he's working his way back through the field. We saw he dropped almost out of the top 10 there a little bit ago. He's back up in the top 5. No, scratch that. Up in the top 3. He's back on a podium position. So great job there by that number 9, Tristan Bailey. Jumping back a little bit farther here in the top 5, Kason Howe. There in the 13 truck. He's looking pretty good out here tonight. That 13 HendrickCars.com machine. And then rounding out our top 5 right now, Joshua Dunn. That Go Penske Ram truck, the 00. Also having a really good night out here. And I must say, that truck, really a good looking truck too. That blue and the yellow, just the way it contrasts. Such a great look to that truck. But all right, we got a moment. Let's go ahead. Let's hear the sights and the sounds here of the Rogue Racing League. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Thank you guys. A little bit of a crank it up here with the Rogue Racing League here on Push Edge Productions. Big shout out once again, Greg Thilesen up here in the booth. Hope you guys having a great Sunday here tonight. Tyler Daniels in that number 45 truck though, doing such a great job out in front. Since we left, came back from that little crank it up. 35 laps out in front for that 45 Bright Flame counseling machine. That Daniels Motorsports number 45 really looking good and performing well out here tonight. Really doing a good job. We did a little top 5 rundown. Let's look at our top 10 real quick, how they run. Tyler Daniels out in front. Tristan Bailey sitting up there as well. Christian Austin, Joshua Dunn, Kason Howe, Elijah Fisher, Ty Wilson, Richard Culbertson, Scooter Perfettio up there in the top 10 in that Push Ed Sim Sports Hot Rod. Great to see that number 18 marked there, 51 on the truck tonight, but great to see him up in the top 10. And rounding out the top 10, James Burns. So great job there by him. Taking a look around, though. Let's see. Where's our tightest battles here once again? See, Fisher and Wilson. Look at that. Jump to it already. So, second closest battle done there. And how? Not very tight of a battle, unfortunately, right now. So, drivers starting to spread out just a little bit. We're under a little bit of a green flag run here. So, drivers all starting to get a little bit spread out. A little bit of a green flag run. Once again, we got 3 good green flag runs here tonight so far. A little bit of cautions here. 6 caution flags for 18 laps, but not doing bad, I must say. Drivers all doing a really fine job here at the Monster Mile, Dover Motor Speedway, Dover, Delaware. Ryan, watching that 00, that Penske Joshua Dunn truck. Looking really good out there, I'll tell you what. Let's jump on board here. Get a little bit more telemetry. As we ride around here with that 00 for a few laps. Get a look at all of that steering work. Just how much those drivers are using that steering wheel to keep that car where they want them here tonight. Just how much they're lifting off of that throttle. A real show of great driving out here tonight. I'm going to tell you what. Laps sure are ticking away there as well. Wow, oh wow. Great little on board for a few laps there with the 00. Taking a look, let's jump outside of that top 5 now. The 13 trying to battle inside to the top 5. Elijah Fisher in that 11 holding that spot. Just ahead, this bow tie of Case and Howe. He's currently back in 6th. Ty Wilson up in 7th at Home Depot, number 20 machine. But look at this side by side. Richard Culbertson battling with Dylan Passetti right now. Passetti, I believe, a few laps or at least a lap down there in that number 44. Have not talked enough there about him tonight. Battling with that 69 right now. The 69 currently up in the top 10, up in 8th. He's able to make his way around that truck there. Oh, the 07 up into the wall. That's James Burns. This is a battle right now. Scooter Perfetio there, the 18. Marked as the 51 on the racetrack. Trying to battle and hold off that number 07 there of James Burns. Currently for that 9th spot, Burns back in 10th. Perfetio up in 9th right now. Coming real close to 30 laps to go. Laps are really starting to tick away here, I'll tell you what. Watching this battle right now here for the top 10. Looking pretty interesting there. Let's see. We have another closer battle. No, this is our tightest battle right now. For position. We see Austin and Dunn. They're getting pretty close as well. Let's take a look over there at that one. That not as close as I thought. That's definitely a little ways spread out right now. Laps starting to tick down a ways. I'll tell you what. Take another look. Where's that championship top 5 sitting here as we work our way through? Tyler Daniels, last week's winner, still out on top. Up in the top spot right now. Doing a great job there at that. I'll tell you what. Can he go back to back this number 45 of Tyler Daniels? What do you think, chat? Will he do it? Win after win over there at Chicagoland. Can he get it done here tonight? Dover Motor Speedway. Gonna have to see. And then look at that. Who finished second last week? Also up in second here tonight, that 9. there of Tristan Bailey. Up in second in the championship points. Also, up in second in the race. Great job there by him. It looks like Jason Berg, unfortunately, finished back in 22nd. No longer out there on the racetrack. Jumping back up into the top 5. Joshua Dunn, that number 4 position on the racetrack. There in the 00. Pretty good there for him. And then let's take a look there. That 5th place driver there in the championship. Looks like he is no longer out on the racetrack there in the 89. Marked back in 15th. So it looks like we got 14 trucks left out on the track right now by the looks of it. No, we got a few more than that. So 15, I think 15, 16. See this driver, nope. Maybe 15 trucks out there still left on the racetrack. Started with 26 here tonight. Coming at 30 laps to go this time by the stripe. 30 laps left out on the speedway. Take a look at our podium drivers right now. Or drivers in podium contention. That 15 there, Christian Austin. Up in 3rd. Got to stay ahead of that 00 there. Joshua Dunn just behind him. Up in 2nd, Tristan Bailey. In that number 9, TJ's team machine. And then up in the top spot, that number 45, the Bright Flame Counseling, Tyler Daniels machine. Leading the way here at Dover. 54 laps led out in front. That driver definitely hitting all his marks right now. Coming into some lap traffic here. Scooter Perfetio, they're in 9th. Looks like he's going to go a lap down here. By the looks of it there. $27 laps remain. Your leader, Tyler Daniels, out in front, cruising to this race win. If he can stay that race leader and stay out in front right now, it's all that he's got to do. Focus on hitting those marks right now. Tell you what. Now, will pit stops be coming into play? I'm thinking some green flag pit stops going to be starting soon here, quite possibly. Gonna have to be, excuse me. 25 laps to go. Can they make it on fuel? I'm not sure. Really interested. Look at that. Elijah Fisher up in the top 5. Up another spot here. Pretty sure some green flag pit stops gonna be coming here soon, if I'm not mistaken. Have to keep our eye out there on that. Drivers really starting to get spread out right now. There's not many tight battles right now. Looks like Dunn and Fisher are closest battle, but they're not really battling on the racetrack right now. So, and Austin and Dunn also not racing on the racetrack. So, drivers definitely starting to get spread out a little bit. Here's Scooter Perfetio, going a lap down, up there in 9th, letting these lead lap cars by that 51 machine, scored as the 18 up on the tower here tonight. Take a look. I want to check in here with my good buddy Dylan Passetti over here in that 44 machine. That is one sweet looking hot rod here tonight. Dylan up in 14th right now. Doing pretty well for himself here. Up 9 spots here for the night. So that is pretty good there for the 44. Starting back in 23rd. Able to crawl his way up to 14th. So a good job there by him. Let's take a look here. Where's our biggest mover now? And help there from that. James Burns. Currently our biggest mover right now. Burns up in the 8th spot right currently. Started back in 26. Up 18 spots. So then second on that list, Scooter Perfettio. He's up 15. Starting back in 24th, up to 9th spot. Wesley Altman up in the top 10 there. Up in 10th. Started back in 20th. He's up 10 spots as well. And then we just talked about him. Dylan Passetti up 9 spots. Starting back in 23rd. Up to 14th. Great job there by him. That last driver moving up the field. Devin Clark. Haven't talked enough about that number 8 Budweiser Bass Pro Shops machine tonight as well. But let's see. Let's take a look at a few other stats. Who's the fastest 5 for 5 right now? Culbertson. They're in the 69 working up the field. Oh, look at that. Pit stops coming into play. Your race leader making his way down the pit road. Tyler Daniels, the 45 truck, just exiting pit lane now. Tristan Bailey, new race leader there in the number 9 machine. Look at that action happening out here on the racetrack. Pit stops have begun. 15 laps left to go. Drivers cannot make it on fuel. I didn't think so, but I didn't want to go betting on it. Or betting the house on it anyway. So now your race leader, that 9 truck, Tristan Bailey out in front. Elijah Fisher up to second there in that 11 truck. Excuse me, y'all. I had to take a sip of that sweet tea. Mouth getting a little dry. Scooter Perfettio down the pit lane there. We see out front, though, that number 9 doing a really great job right now. But look, that previous race leader here, the 45, Tyler Daniels, back up to 5th already. And he's already made his pit stop. So we're going to have to see what pit strategy going to work out. 3 wide, up on the front stretch almost. Wow. Devin Clark there in the 8, trying to part ways there. The 95, Wesley Altman, just ahead of this 45 of Tyler Daniels. That was almost a moment. I'm going to tell you what. Wow. But coming to 10 to go. Next time by, Tristan Bailey out in front right now in that number 9 machine. Gonna have to see how this thing all plays out. What will pit strategy come into play here? 10 to go here at Rogue Racing League, Dover Motor Speedway, season number 5, race number 2 here for the season. Things are definitely starting to heat up. Let's take a look. Look at that as well. We see that 11 there of Elijah Fisher starting to catch that number 9. Yes, he is starting to catch him those last few laps, just a little by little. says match pace, so over the course of the last 5 laps, not able to catch him, but yeah, look at that, losing a little bit, falling back a little bit, that number 11, unfortunately here. Coming to 9 to go, 8 at the stripe, yellow flag, that changes everything, oh my God, wow, oh wow, and guess what? Guess what? Yellow flag is back out. Scooter Perfetio looks to be involved here in this one. Oh no, the 18, they're numbered 51 out there on the racetrack. Let's see what happened. Dives in there behind the 00 there, Joshua Dunn. Oh no, it just comes out from underneath them. Ouch, out into that outside wall. Very hard into that outside wall. Let's take a look back here at that one more time. Caution flag out on the speedway here once again. Oh no, he got a little loose. It got tight there, fighting to keep it under control, down to the apron and hard out into that outside wall. Ouch. Take a look. It looks like it says that he crashed again. Nope, just a little bit further. So let's take a look here from a different angle. I'm going to go this one more time here at full pace. One more look at it. Scooter Perfetio bringing out the caution flag here in that number 18 truck. That Pushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod. Hey boys, you better go and get to work. Got the best crew in the house, so we'll see what happens. A lot of cars down pit lane. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump to our ads real quick. Hopefully our last shot to do it. But big shout out. Thank you so much stopping by, hanging out here with us tonight. Greg Thilesen up in the booth. Pushhead Productions here with Rogue Racing League, Dover Motor Speedway. Stick around. We are going to be right back. Excuse me, guys, a little bit clear in my throat, but we are back here, Dover Motor Speedway. Once again, the field pacing here under caution. See him getting back double file once again. Let's take a look at that top 10 as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing here one more time. Tristan Bailey, that 9 truck out in front, leading the way. James Burns, Elijah Fisher, Ty Wilson, that early leader there. A lot of laps led. That 45, Tyler Daniels up in the top 5. Joshua Dunn, Christian Alston, Kason Howe, Richard Culbertson, and Wesley Ottman going to be your top 10 as we get ready to go back. Green flag, the lights, they're out on the pace car. We are going back. Green flag racing here. Out front, the 07. Not going to be that control car. Yes, he is. Excuse me, out in front. Pulling a little ahead. Oh, no. Miscommunication there on the restart. What happened to the top side? Oh no! What just happened? Yellow flag is back out. What just happened, folks? Wow! Big miscommunication there on the restart. I don't think that the 07 was the race leader. He got out in front of that 9 truck, and then mayhem ensued. Wow. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look back at that. I want to watch that restart. We're going to take that back. Pop over here. I really don't know quite what happened. Look at that. I don't know how that 07 got so far out ahead there. So that kind of caused a big dilemma the bottom lane trying to speed up to catch him. And the 9, like, wait a minute, I'm the leader. I'm pretty sure Tristan was the leader out there on the outside. So he felt like he lost control there on the restart. And then the 11 truck gets into that 07 on the restart, sending him to the outside while we go 3 wide. Tyler Daniels, the 9, and Ty Wilson there in the 20, going 3 wide there. That was crazy. Yellow flag comes out immediately because that was just, I don't even know what happened there. Go ahead. We're going to watch that one more time here. Full motion from that 9 because I think it's going to give us the best view here. Oh, no. He just spun tires, the 07, all alone. James Burns up into that wall all alone. Sorry there, Elijah Fisher in the 11. I thought you made contact, but you did not. But, oh, wow. Caution flag back out here. 8th caution flag. That was big mistake there from the 07. Hate to see it, but, yeah, cold tires. If you're not ready for that restart, definitely really easy to burn up those tires and spin them on a restart. A lot easier than one might think. Tell you what. Back under pacing here. Caution flag one more time. Let's take a look here at our race recap. This race has been absolutely amazing. I'll tell you what. The 8th caution flag here tonight for 23 laps under pacing. 3 lead changers. And look at that. We are going green, white checker, boys. We are coming down to the end. Things are about to get really spicy now because it's coming to the end, boys. If you thought tensions were high before, that intensity knob is about to get cranked up right now. Lap number 128 there of the scheduled 129, but look at that. We just bumped it up a lap. We are going green, white, checkered here tonight at Dover. Now 130 our scheduled distance here. So a great night of racing though. Really, really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. Once again, Greg Thilesen up in the booth, Push Edge Productions. I really, really thank you for stopping by. Make sure you press that like button if you're having a good time here. Having a great Sunday night here with the Rogue Racing League. Go ahead, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You don't want to miss a thing. We're going to be live 5 nights a week, so you're not going to want to miss it. Tomorrow, the Inspired Racing League Cup Series. And then Tuesday, the Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League Platinum Truck Series there on Wednesday. So you're not going to want to miss it, I'll tell you what. But the pace car down the pit lane. Tyler Daniels, Elijah Fisher now out in front. Green, white checker. This is your last shot. Do you got what it takes to bring it home? Green flag back out in the air for the final time. Out in front, Ty Wilson in the 20, down to the bottom, side by side, here for the race lead. Coming to the white flag, Ty Wilson, the 20, on the bottom, Elijah Fisher, there in the 11, holding up that outside lane. FedEx versus Home Depot, white flag is out here. White flag sponsored by Flame Counseling. Oh no, the 45 around. Wow, oh wow, the 45 comes around. Out in front, the battle of the Toyotas. Elijah Fisher, Ty Wilson, off of 4. Does anyone got enough? Elijah Fisher comes home victorious in Dover. Wow, what a great one. Oh my God. Dover, Delaware, Dover Motor Speedway really putting on a show here tonight. And your winner here tonight, Dover Motor Speedway, that number 11, Elijah Fisher. What a great job, buddy. I'm going to say that FedEx number 11, starting back there in 6th, able to pull it off. Wow, buddy. Great job, pal. Making his little victory lap here. See if he's got a celebration. I know Elijah got a celebration that he likes to do, so I'm pretty sure might throw that in here. He backs it up on the wall right there on the start-finish line and burns it down. So we'll see. Oh, he is having some fun. Elijah Fisher, what a great job here tonight, though. And I thought so. Yep, pulls up to that start-finish line. That number 11 gonna burn it down here. Your winner here at Dover Motor Speedway, Elijah Fisher, that FedEx number 11. Great job there by him. The 20 coming home second there, Ty Wilson. Big shout out there to him. Great job, Ty. They're going to celebrate that 1-2 there. One and two out on the front stretch, celebrating, burning it down. Elijah Fisher, though, what a great job. Coming home out on top. Boy, oh boy, what a race here. Tristan Bailey back in third. Let's go ahead. We're going to take a look here at our race results for the night. Let's go ahead, jump over here. Rogue Racing League here on Push Edge Productions, Dover Motor Speedway, Season 5, race number 2. Elijah Fisher able to bring home the race win. What a great job by him. Awesome, awesome job there. Ty Wilson snagging second there. Tristan Bailey coming home, rounding out the podium there in third spot. What a good job. All these drivers here tonight, great, great job. I'm going to tell you what, all those drivers really giving it their all here tonight. Amazing, amazing work. Dover Motor Speedway, the Monster Mile, the Mile Motor Speedway here in Dover, Delaware. 130 laps. We got that green-white checkered. A little overtime here tonight at Dover. 132 miles here tonight for those 132 laps. 130 laps, excuse me. 3 green flag lead changes between 5 different drivers. So, great job by those drivers, changing up that lead position here. A lot of drivers able to find their way to the front and really capitalize here tonight. 8 caution flags here at Dover for 24 total laps. Not too bad. Not too bad. James Burns coming home, our hard charger. Great job there by him. Looks like James ended up finishing there in 6th. Started back in 26, up 20 positions here tonight. So big shout out there to James Burns, that 07. Little unfortunate there, that last restart, bringing out that green-white checkered. But great job, hard charger there tonight. Tyler Daniels, the most laps led here tonight in that 45 Bright Flame counseling machine. Fortunate results there. Falling all the way back to 7th. So not the finish that he was looking for, but a great race nonetheless by that 45 camp. Chuck Sweeting, that 75 machine, putting down the fastest lap here tonight. So good job there by him. A 22.787. Great job by that truck there. Chuck Sweeting looking real fast out there. And then that pole sitter, Jason Berg, unfortunately a very poor result. Back in 22nd. Starting on pole, not the night that he wanted. Looks like he had some early issues there, so very unfortunate there by him. But thank you. Everybody stopping by, checking us out. I appreciate it. One more time, before we head over to Victory Lane, if you can go ahead and drop a like here on this video, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Greg Thilesen up in the booth, Push Edge Productions. But stick around. We are going to be right back. We're going to go ahead and wrangle up these drivers on the podium. Jump over to Victory Lane. Stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. We will be right back. And we have made our way over here to Victory Lane, the Rogue Racing League, here from Dover Motor Speedway. Tell me just how that number 11 Toyota Tundra got it done here tonight. That FedEx machine was absolutely on rails here tonight, able to get it out front there at the end when it mattered the most. How did you get it done here tonight, Elijah?
Dude, I don't even know. We had some restart shenanigans, and yeah, I thought for sure we were going to be second place there. The late caution happened, and then just got in a really good position to be able to restart. And I mean, you give me control on the restart, I got to take the top. I too much time watching some of the greats in the sport, and Harvick and Hamlin. They know how to restart, and there's just that little extra bump off the turn number 4, so you can kind of like get over the bump before the bottom lane has to kind of move up the banking a little bit. So there's a little bit, it's almost like a boost. It's almost like you're hitting the mushroom in Mario Kart. And so I just had to pull that and ran the top lane. Of course, big shout out to Ty. He was giving me a run for his money there. I really thought he was going to have me incredible to be able to race a teammate and somebody that's been developing. I've raced with him for over a year, and he's come a long ways to put up that kind of a fight is something really special, and brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, a great job there, teammates, coming home 1 and 2 over here. Tell me a little bit how it was fighting that track. I know the Monster Mile is a monster, and Dover definitely puts up a fight for herself. So how was it navigating that Dover Motor Speedway here tonight?
Yeah, it was kind of tough. I mean, we saw a lot of wrecks early on, and especially on the fresh tires. It's really slippery to start, and then it's just kind of in the snap of a finger, it just starts getting really tight. And I think that's kind of a challenge for drivers, because it's easier to race when you're starting off tight and then it's staying tight, like you know what you're going to be dealing with. But when it takes just that kind of a sudden turn, it goes from just being, okay, we're running on the right rear, and then all of a sudden you're running on the right front, and it can get kind of brutal, because it starts to kind of not want to turn off of turns 2 and 4, where earlier in the race it's turning way too hard on those. And so that's kind of the battle. It's definitely a rhythm track as well. I mean, you got to pay attention to your throttle input, because you give it too much throttle too soon, you're going to be spinning around or hitting the wall, depending on what part of the run you're on. And especially on that early part, you just got to find where you can kind of enter the track as well. And it's a tough track, but it's a driver's track, man. It's so fun to run the track, even if it might be a monster.
Yeah, definitely. The Monster Mile living up to its name, but I had a little bit of fun. Got to jump in, practice a little bit, run some laps, see what these drivers were going to experience here tonight. And I'll tell you what, it was fun. It was a little hot, so it was a little slick there. Like you said, cold tires, you got to kind of give them a lap or two to come in here with the new tire model iRacing came out with. Definitely a little more realistic. You can't just get out there and put it to the floor. You got to get those tires worked in just a little bit. But great job, a great run. That number 11, excuse me, coming out on top, winner circle. Elijah, who do you got to thank here tonight?
Well, we went to another Denny Hamlin track, and I mean, I guess it's kind of my driver's style now. So, my best friend Denny Hamlin for showing me the ropes here. I'm just kidding. Got to thank my mom, of course, for supporting me as always. Family for watching and tuning in. Everybody back at the Inspired Racing League, of course. Got to thank you for putting on the broadcast here. Everybody in that YouTube chat needs to go and give you a subscription, because you absolutely deserve it. Saw some good old friends in there. I wish I could shout everybody else out in the chat, but thanks for supporting me as always. And most importantly, we have to thank God, of course.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Elijah Fisher, able to cap it off a win here at Dover. Race number 2, season 5 for the Rogue Racing League. Great job here. I look forward to seeing you next week. We head to Talladega. Little bit of a draft track, big pack racing. We're getting the field bigger and bigger every week. We're really growing the Rogue Racing League. So what do you got for next week for us, pal?
Oh, dude, I don't know. Either I'm going to be flipping or we're going to be flipping. I mean, I don't think there's an in-between. If we got an opportunity, we're going to try to get Ty Wilson a win. Major shout out to him, dude. I'm so pumped for him getting P2. Enough about me. Go and give him some love here, man.
Awesome job. Well, congratulations there, buddy. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great one.
Thank you, Greg.
And sitting with that driver of the number 20, Ty Wilson, that Home Depot machine, bringing it home on the podium, up in second here tonight, Dover Motor Speedway, the fifth season with the Rogue Racing League. We're back over here to some truck racing, and race number 2 here at Dover. You're able to step up to the podium. Tell me how it is, your first season here with Rogue. So how was it there tonight? How was it driving with your fellow drivers of this league here tonight?
Race was I had fun. I always have fun at Dover. I liked coming from the back to the front. It was hard to do, but I had fun while doing it.
So, how did the track treat you? The Monster Mile there with Miles out there in the front, outside of turn 4, I believe. But how did this track at Dover Motors? You said you liked Dover. Another fan of Dover. We heard from Elijah Fisher, the winner here tonight. He said a fan of Dover as well. So, what about Dover do you like?
I like how it challenges you to be better than what you thought you were capable of, and we really had to be patient and work with Dover. At the end of the run for the finish, you had to take care of your tires, and when that last caution it flew out a good time because there was a lot of people laps down. So when that caution came out, it favored us a lot.
Well, yeah, definitely that late caution coming out. And then we're getting the green-white checkered with that little fumble there on that last restart. How did you have to refocus? We got like 3 good green flag runs, a little caution sprinkled in there between those 3, and then 2 really quick succession of cautions there at the end. So it kind of jumbled you up there. How'd you get back refocused and take it here up to the podium?
I'm not gonna lie, it felt like waiting for the first snap of a football game. The intensity picks up and you're ready to attack when it's time to go, and luckily me and Elijah, we were ready when it happened.
Yeah, definitely a great job out here tonight. But once again, congratulations at 20 of Ty Wilson, finishing second here tonight at Dover. Before I let you go here, buddy, who do you got to thank making it up to the podium tonight?
Elijah helped me so much. It was so nice working with him, and that white flag, I was almost tearing up because my career was in the back of my mind of how hard I worked to get to where I am, and I was close to being first tonight, but we're gonna get lucky one night and we're gonna win, and it's gonna be a party over at Bigfoot.
I'll tell you what. Well, congratulations one more time there, Ty Wilson at number 20, coming home second here tonight. Looking forward to Talladega next week. What do you got for Talladega, bud? You guys gonna have to form some alliances here and get a team formed up for next week. Try to utilize that draft.
I get hives thinking about super speedway racing.
Yeah, not a fan, huh?
No, I can't stand it.
Well, good luck there next week. Congratulations on your podium this week. Congratulations, Ty.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, let's go ahead and grab that last driver here that we need to grab. That driver of the number 9, Tristan Bailey, bringing that car home third. Last driver here on the podium here tonight. A great race from Dover Motor Speedway, the Rogue Racing League. Season 5, race number 2 was very exciting. A lot of side-by-side, a lot of good battles here tonight. Battling the Monster Mile here in Miles at the Miles Speedway. Tell me just how you got it done here tonight, bud.
I was good to go on fuel once we took the green before whatever one the '07 messed up the restart. And then he screwed the restart, then it put me back to third instead of re-racking and put me first. And I hung on for dear life out of 4 and came home third.
Well, a great finish nonetheless. A podium spot here. Good points night, that's for sure. Looking ahead, we're going to Talladega next week. Big change. So we saw a little bit of contact out there tonight. Kind of short track racing-esque mile racetrack. But what do you think you got for these boys next week over there at Talladega, the big 2.5 mile racetrack?
Oh, I don't know. People can't keep it straight at some tracks like this or last track I raced at was it Chicagoland? So I don't know. It's gonna be one of those. I guess you're gonna try to survive.
Yeah, maybe a race of attrition there next week. Hopefully, drivers going to keep their cool. A little bit easier of a track to drive as a driver, of course. Not quite as demanding on that steering wheel or the throttle pedal. So definitely looking forward to next week as well. But congratulations, your podium here tonight. Who do you got to thank before I let you go there, Tristan?
Thank you for broadcasting, and thank everybody who runs the league.
Awesome job there. Tristan Bailey, that driver of the number 9 machine, able to pull off the podium here tonight at Dover. Look forward to seeing you next week, pal.
You too, man.
And that is a close there with our interviews. Let's go ahead. We're going to review our race results here one more time. Let's take a look at those results. Elijah Fisher, that number 11, able to bring it home here tonight. Great job there by him. 6 laps led out in front, but what a change of position, and able to get that track position out front and hold on for that race win there at the end. Ty Wilson, he comes home in second. A great podium for that number 20 truck. The 9, Tristan Bailey, bringing it home their third. Great job by all these drivers here tonight. The mile racetrack, the Monster Mile, Dover Motor Speedway, putting on a show for the Rogue Racing League here in their season 5. I'll tell you what, 130 laps. We went a little bit past scheduled. We were scheduled 129. So that green-white checkered giving us an extra lap here tonight. Going 132 miles distance-wise. 3 green flag lead changes between 5 different leaders. So great job by all those guys. Able to get out in front here tonight. 8 caution flags for 24 laps total. Not bad. All these drivers definitely putting on a good show. I'll tell you what. James Burns coming home tonight with the hard charger, up 20 spots. So big shout out to him, doing a really good job. Tyler Daniels, the most laps led in that 45. 66 laps out in front, that Daniels Motorsports hot rod. That car was really fast here tonight. Chuck Sweeting, that 75. The fastest lap of 22.787. So great job there by him. Jason Berg, our pole sitter, not the luck that he wanted, finishing back at 22nd, unfortunately. So definitely not the day that he would have liked to have. But thank you. I appreciate every single one of you fans that stopped by. Teresa, Elijah, Emma. I saw Wesley out there. Little Muffin. Thank you for stopping by. We had Crispy Lou stopping by as well. Thank you, Buckeye Racing. So Sean Hamilton stopping by. Thank you. I just appreciate you all. I really, no matter who you are, if I miss your name, I'm sorry, but I really want to thank all of you. Thank you so much stopping by tonight. It was a lot of fun. Dover really putting on a good show. I'll tell you what. It was a lot of fun. Scott out there stopping by as well. Thank you, pal. Inspired iRacing League stopping by. Seeing a lot of guys out there in the chat. 61 Kenny D. Deanna Stewart out there as well. I saw Kelly was out there. I just really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I think Scooter stopping by as well. Dude 334 as well. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. Greg Thilesen up in the booth. It was such a good night. I really had a good time. But until next time, push the edge and find the limit.
Ow!